It is. And hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, it's me, Fearless Floyd. I know. One of these days, somebody else is going to be sitting in this chair. I don't know when. I don't know who. Could be my dog. I doubt it because she doesn't have thumbs and she can't control the mouse. So there we go with that. Anyway, I wanted to bring you an update that I just received from the Minnesota Secretary of State's office. So for all of you out there doing the assume name certificate process, especially with private nobody, because I just see he just posted something for a new class. So I felt it very prescient to bring this to everybody's attention regarding beneficial ownership for your company and reporting requirements as of January 1st, 2024 to FinCEN. All right. So while you're digesting that and running that through your head, what that looks like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. As you see behind me, I have a trust class coming up January 9th, 2024, 6 to maybe 10 or 11 p.m. And it is a live trust class. For the first probably 2 hours, it will, or maybe even three, depending on how many people show up for class. And how long it takes everybody to create their revocable living trust. I'm going to use mine as a template for everybody, and we're going to just copy and paste, and everybody's going to create their own trust. You're not going to understand it because after we do that, and everybody has their trust created, not witnessed, not notarized, we will go over all the PowerPoints for the trust class. When we do that, then I will bring LeFlore on for at least an hour for all questions and answers that haven't been covered, that you have, that I have, may be unable to answer at that time. I doubt it, but I should have all the answers as many classes as I've done. Yeah. But anyway, this class, look, I want to meet people as I can. So I'm doing a sweepstakes. I've got 10 grand prize winners. Okay. Grand prize, that means you get in class. You're also going to get a copy of Ann's ebook, and LeFlore on Trusts. Okay. The ebook contains all 560 plus pages. 7 different trusts are in there. All the templates, instructions, examples, everything you need, boom, in that book. So I have 10 grand prize winners and 10 runner-up winners. 10 runner-up winners will get the ebook. $2 to enter. Okay. $1.99, $2. So when y'all enter, I print out your little entry, my latest stack right here. I print this out on 8.5 by 11. And when it's time to draw on January 8th, I hope all of you win. That's all I can say. $2. Go to my website, fearlessfloydshow.com. I've got some holiday specials running with Ann's book, the ebook, combination ebook, softcover books. Every class that we have, plus the ebook, plus the softcover book. I've got pink Himalayan salt lamps, half off for Christmas. I've got some other products coming that are 100% all natural. I use them personally. That's what I'm going to start doing is some of the things that I utilize personally. I'm going to start turning you guys onto them after I've already researched them and vetted them. Some of them are actually going to even be private labels. So I'm reaching out. I'm stepping up the game. Hopefully that works out for me. All right, let me dive into our subject matter, which I haven't even talked about. Let's see, that's from, there we go. All right. This is from Minnesota Secretary of State, and I got an email telling me all this that just addresses this issue. But all right, so you go to the business lien section, and right down here, going to tell you about business renewals, beneficial ownership information. Okay, this is what the email was about, just this little paragraph right here. Mailers have been sent in Minnesota to inform business owners of the new federal filing requirement to report beneficial ownership information. The company sending these solicitations claim to have created a portal to report this information. What you should know: The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, will not accept reports before January 1st, 2024. For more information about beneficial ownership information and to find the legitimate portal to report it after January 1st, 2024, visit FinCEN's website. Okay. And this gives you a little what to look out for. But because I got the email, the stop share. I wish you could just seamlessly do that. Oh, got it for me. All right. As you see, official website of the United States government, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, U.S. Treasury, beneficial ownership information reporting, frequently asked questions. FinCEN has prepared the following frequently asked questions in response to inquiries received relating to the beneficial ownership information reporting rule. These facts are explanatory only and do not supplement or modify any obligations imposed by statute or regulation. Please refer to the beneficial ownership information reporting rule available at www.fincen.gov/BOI. That is B as in boy, O as in octopus, I as independent. For details on specific provisions, FinCEN expects to publish additional guidance in the future. Questions may be submitted on FinCEN's contact webpage. And here's some general questions. What is beneficial ownership? Okay, I'm just going to read through these and I'm going to click on a few of them and we're going to go on them. So this isn't a lengthy video. I encourage everybody, DYOR, do your own research. Okay, and when you're done doing that, DYOR, do your own research. And then when you're finished doing that, actually go really stop and read it. DYOR. Don't listen to me. I'm nobody. I'm just some dude sitting in his formal dining room of his house that has a studio and telling you things. That's it. Go do your own research. Go do your own stuff. Go do your own filings. Create your own documents. Learn, learn, learn. All I can tell you guys. Okay. Tell you this for a reason. So, what is beneficial ownership? Right here. Beneficial ownership information refers to identifying information about the individuals who directly or indirectly own or control a company. Why do companies have to report beneficial ownership information to the U.S. Department of Treasury? In 2021, Congress passed the Corporate Transparency Act on a bipartisan basis. This law creates a new beneficial ownership information reporting requirement as part of the U.S. government's efforts to make it harder for bad actors to hide or benefit from their ill-gotten gains through shell companies or other opaque ownership structures. Look out, Biden! Gotta give Hunter a heads up. Under the Corporate Transparency Act, who can access beneficial ownership information? FinCEN will permit federal, state, local, and tribal officials, as well as certain foreign officials who submit a request to a U.S. federal government agency to obtain beneficial ownership information for authorized activities related to national security, intelligence, and law enforcement. Financial institutions will also have access to beneficial ownership information in certain circumstances with the consent of the reporting company. Those financial institutions regulators will also have access to beneficial ownership information when they supervise the financial institutions. FinCEN is developing the rules that will govern access to and handling of beneficial ownership information. Beneficial ownership information reported to FinCEN will be stored in a secure, non-public database using rigorous information security methods and controls typically used in the federal government to protect non-classified yet sensitive information systems at the highest security level. FinCEN will work closely with those authorized to access beneficial ownership information to ensure that they understand their roles and responsibilities to ensure that the reported information is used only for authorized purposes and handled in a way that protects its security and confidentiality. How will companies become become aware of the BOI reporting requirements? FinCEN is engaged in a robust outreach and education campaign to raise awareness and help reporting companies understand the new reporting requirements. That campaign involves virtual and in-person outreach events and comprehensive guidance in a variety of formats and languages, including multimedia content and the Small Entity Compliance Guide, as well as new channels of communication, including social media platforms. FinCEN is also engaging with governmental offices at the federal and state levels, small business and trade associations, and interest groups. Well, hey, aren't we an interest group? Aren't we an interest group? Let's get interested. FinCEN will continue to provide guidance, information, and updates related to the BOI reporting requirements on its BOI webpage, www, excuse me, .fincen.gov/BOI. Subscribe here to receive updates via email from FinCEN about BOI reporting obligations. So you can go here and do all the same thing I'm doing. And it breaks down the reporting process. So I'm just going to give you the headlines. B is the reporting process, and these are numbered. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 questions under B. C is the reporting company, and it gives you here's a little diagram. Basically, if I could blow this up, I would. Maybe I can. There we go. How you like that, kid, folks? See that? We start over there with the U.S. laws of a foreign country. Is the company a corporation? Yes. If you go over here, maybe a domestic reporting company. Is the company a limited live LLC? Yes. If no, you go down. It's a company created by filing of a document with a Secretary of State or any similar office under the law of a state or Indian tribe. So if you got one through your county or parish, or you got a DBA through your city or township or commonwealth, or you got anything on the state level like an LLC, LLP, sole proprietorship, regardless of whether it's called a DBA, doing business as, or an ANC, assumed name certificate, they're both the same thing. Okay. Let's not argue about semantics. I've already gone round and round and round with people about that. Okay. The title of the document is whatever department, agency, bureau, whatever that entity, whatever they call it. Okay. Because if they call it an assumed name certificate, that's what it is in their database. That's what we're going to call it. Okay. It's not a DBA. If you go get a DBA from Harris County, right, not an assumed name certificate like you can get in the adjoining county, Waller County, okay, they're different. They're titled different. So when you talk to a clerk, the clerk may not even know what you're talking about when you say assumed name certificate, because they know is DBA. So just just be prescient about your terminology on that. So anyway, that's how this lays out. And right here, Hunter and the Bidens have a lot of splaining to do because they kind of fall under this. So take that back down. Companies that are exempt from reporting requirement, because I know that was probably the first question on your mind. Am I exempt? Can I write exemption on there? Right? Okay. Yes, 23 types of entities are exempt from the beneficial ownership information reporting requirements. These entities include publicly traded companies meeting specified requirements, many nonprofits, and certain large corporations, companies. The following table summarizes the 23 exemptions. We have the exemption number, the exemption short title, securities reporting issuer, governmental authority, a bank, a credit union, depository institution holding company, money services business, broker or dealer in securities, securities exchange or clearing agency, other Exchange Act registered entity, investment company or investment advisor, venture capital fund advisor, insurance company, state licensed insurance producer, Commodity Exchange Act registered entity, accounting firm, public utility, financial market utility, pooled investment vehicle, tax exempt entity, entity assisting a tax exempt entity, large operating company, subsidiary of certain exempt entities, inactive entity. FinCEN's Small Equity Compliance Guide includes this table and checklist for each of the 23 exemptions that may help determine whether a company meets an exemption. Companies should carefully review the qualifying criteria before concluding that they are exempt. Please see additional facts about reporting company exemptions in Section L, reporting company exemptions below. So we'll take a ride down there, right? So it breaks all this down here. Who is the beneficial owner of a reporting company? A beneficial owner is an individual who either directly or indirectly, number one, exercises substantial control, see question D2, over the reporting company, or number two, owns or controls at least 25% of the reporting company's ownership interests, see question D4, which is below. D2, what is substantial control? An individual can exercise substantial control over a reporting company in 4 different ways. If the individual falls into any of the categories below, the individual is exercising substantial control. The individual is a senior officer, the company's president, financial or chief financial officer, general counsel, chief executive officer, chief operating officer, or any other officer who performs a similar function. It could even probably be the treasurer. Number 2, the individual has authority to appoint or remove certain officers or a majority of directors or similar body of the reporting company. Number 3, the individual is an important decision maker for the reporting company. See question D3 for more information, which is the next one below. And finally, number 4, the individual has any other form of substantial control over the reporting company as explained further in FinCEN's Small Entity Compliance Guide. See Chapter 2.1, what is substantial control? And here's another graphic for, there we go, substantial control. Gives you a list over here of your senior officers, appointment, removal of authority. I'm going to stop share just to make sure that I am sharing. About the businesses. So I encourage everybody, just go check this website out. And we want to go down to section L, right? It's a lot of reading. I have not read this, so okay, don't hold me to anything. Reporting company exemptions. What are the criteria for the tax exempt entity exemption from the beneficial ownership information reporting requirement? An entity qualifies for the tax exempt entity exemption if any of the following 4 criteria apply. Here we go. Number 1, the entity is an organization that is described in Section 501C of the Internal Revenue Code of 1986 Code, determined without regard to Section 508A of the Code, and exempt from tax under Section 501A of the same IRS Code, Internal Revenue Code, rather, sorry. Number 2, the entity is an organization that is described in Section 501C of the Code and was exempt from tax under Section 501A of the Code, but lost its tax exempt status less than 180 days ago. Number 3, the entity is a political organization as defined in Section 527E1 of the Code that is exempt from tax under Section 527A of the Code. Number 4, the entity is a trust described in paragraph 1 or 2 of Section 4947A or 4947A of the Code. What are the criteria for the inactive entity exemption for beneficial ownership information reporting requirement? The entity was in existence on or before January 1st, 2020. The entity is not engaged in active business. The entity is not owned by a foreign person. You already know what that is. The entity has not experienced any change in ownership in the preceding 12-month period. The entity has not sent or received any funds in an amount greater than $1,000, either directly or through any financial account in which the entity or the affiliate of the entity had an interest in the preceding 12-month period. And lastly, number 6, the entity does not otherwise hold any kind of type of assets, whether in the United States or abroad, including any ownership interest in any corporation, limited liability company, or similar entity. There you go. All right. So covered a lot in that, but I just wanted to turn you guys on to that, what that is. I think it would behoove everybody to go check that out and read it and figure out what exactly are the loopholes, because that's what we're going to look for. So, all right, everybody, you have the information, you have the destination. Go find the solution. Thanks for watching. If you want to reach me, the Fearless Floyd Show at yahoo.com is my email. Find me over on Telegram, the Fearless Floyd Show. You want to DM me, you want to call me, go listen to my videos, go to my website, my phone number's on there. I do answer my phone. As you can tell from my voice, I do talk a lot. So if you need some holiday merch, go check out my website, last minute gifts. Hey, I get them out. Books go out the next day, softcover books. eBooks go out immediately when I see the email, so the purchase has been made. So I try to get everything out as quickly as possible with this holiday season. And yes, I have spent, quite a bit of time in December at the post office, standing in line, sending books out. Absolutely. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, everybody. I hope you learned something from this. And if you did, please like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, leave a comment below, leave a question below. You guys know how to reach me. Thank you for being here. Happy holidays, everybody. Be safe, safe travels, and peace in the Middle East, and go RVing. All I can say. Cross your fingers, everybody.